This is Soxl on the 5-minute time frame. Here are your price targets for Monday. We ended the day at $26.43, up 1.46%. To the north side takes us to one level of resistance and a potential take profit area, 27.20. Above that, 27.66. And should we be so lucky as to get to this level, but don't hold your breath, that would be roughly $28.08. This is an area that I marked out in the past. I'll show that to you on a larger time frame in just a moment. Now to the south side. That will take us to roughly 26.30. That will take us back to the middle of the trend, the baseline, the median. This is one level of support. If we hover around this area, we drop down and get back to it, I will anticipate a bounce off of this level. If we dip below that, this gap should close on Tuesday. It opened up on Thursday, the last day of trading day before the 4th of July. By the way, I hope you had a fantastic holiday weekend and got some R&R. All right, 26.12-ish. And below that, 25.39. I definitely am not getting R&R. I'm on a working vacation. Checking out my rental. One of my rentals. Okay, 24.95 and roughly 24.50. I've been slammed lately, just busy, busy, busy. Okay, so that's to the south side, 24.40. If we get to this level, and this level, those are the signals to either buy, or hit a stop loss, stop loss, stop loss. It depends on what side of the line you bought and what your risk, how risky you take things. But you should always set a stop loss if you cannot afford to lose your money. Oops, especially Command Z to redo that. If you are new to trading, set it and then get your wins and take small wins. If you take the small wins, you will at least lock in your profits, because if you don't take it and the market reverses, because it always does, even for just a pullback before it goes higher again, and you needed that money to pay for something, you will thank yourself for setting the stop limit, and don't cry about it taking a win. Okay, this is support, support, support down here, and you can see we went down a little sideways and then a bounce. And notice these are the lines I drew out previously. Right on cue, a bounce off support. Here we grinded and then fell. This is support and then went sideways. This is this bar here touched this area and then went a little lower and then bounced. And on the way up, this is a sell signal, another sell signal. On the way up, it's resistance. So if you're trying to take profit and you don't know where to take profit, it's a potential area. And then we went sideways, bounced off support, and then ran up. But this is resistance and then a melt down to support and then a bounce back up to resistance. We have a gap that will take us to 22.66. Then we have another gap here. We have gaps all over the place. Landmines galore. So watch out for them if we should reverse. But because the president passed the big beautiful bill, it's not so-called big beautiful bill, it's the name of the bill. So when you say so-called, it means you don't know what the name is. It just sounds ridiculous. It is the name of the bill. If you want to trash it by calling it something else, call it something else. But the name of it is the big beautiful bill. It drives me bonkers. It's not so-called. The bill isn't called so-called. And I'm not into politics, but it just drives me batty. It's just a way of trying to trash the president, but you sound like an idiot because it sounds like you don't know what the bill is called. All right, I digress. So, oh, I've traded this before in the past for a 13% return here. I do own shares down at 9.35. I have not sold it, that lot that I bought. And let's take a look at this on the daily. And then I'm going to move on to just really quickly. All right, ignore everything. Ignore all the horizontal lines. We're just hopefully going to get back to some areas that I have drawn out in the past. All right. I did not buy this at $29, but I marked it out as an area to possibly get to. Okay. So we are bordering on resistance. Look at that. We are frothy here. This is resistance. This is how I use it. I just use this as support and resistance. This is overbought, which means I will anticipate a pullback because when you look back, anytime we hit this frothy area, it's going to melt. This was your buy zone here, one potential buy zone, but then could it go down more? Yeah, and then it reversed. Okay, that's just a nice little indicator. I can just trade off of this, and it's very helpful. I don't dwell on the convergence, divergence. I don't care. It's just generically, it helps you. Don't get caught up in the nuances. Oh, Lalit wrote me a message, a trader, said, is it ever, he has an average of $35. Would it ever go there? Well, we are creeping slowly towards that goal. And on the daily, the next target is right here, 33.83. So that's another level of resistance, and that will close out this gap at 35.07. So would it ever go there? Previously, I think I said, I don't know, but it will. It'll take a long time. It has taken a while. And the timeline, that's the hard part because on the daily, it's harder. Let me just mark out something. Well, here it is. So this is July. I'm going to mark out July. So this is on the monthly here. And where are we going to go? Let's take it to the 11th because that's coming up. So, well, actually, if we get to this level, the outer band takes us to here. We are at this level here. So to go to 35, which is this blue line, the outer bands could take us there, but I don't think so in this time frame. We're still going down on the daily, and this is getting frothy, so I feel like there's going to be a pullback, but on Monday that could run up to go down. So let me move this now to the 5-minute. When could we reach it? See, we're still all the way up here. It's not even in. I can't even go that direction. Okay, yeah, the 5-minute, I can't pull it. See, and I can't get it on the, it's not in this time frame on the daily yet because we're still going down. So I cannot give a time frame just yet. Okay, I'll work on it though. Okay, so the next one, so one really quick thing. If we are at resistance, one level of resistance, so that target that I said is right here. Wait a second. Sorry, let me move this out of the way. There we go. So we are right here. So 34.26-ish on the daily. okay, because you're going to get different buy and sell signals. And to the south side, back at the baseline for a pullback, oh my God, it is $12.71. I think that is long gone right now, long gone. But we do have gaps down here to take us out. Now, trader, Dr. Harry bought it. Yeah, Dr. Harry bought it at $7.88 and he sells at $10.20. Oops. Okay, that is an amazing return. He inspired me. Many of you have inspired me to buy this, and that's when I bought in at 9:30, 9:35, the pink line, but I just kept it. I have a hard time selling my stocks. Just like my houses, I just don't cash out, and maybe I should, but I haven't done it yet. Okay, oh, and we have this huge, look at this, these gaps to the south side. I should extend it. Okay, just something to be aware of. I really should probably just sell out and lock in my gains because we did go as high as 26.72. Okay, and that's it. Let me go to the next ticker because I'm going to have to get dressed and get moving here. Yeah, I know I've had a slow start to the morning. Okay, Nvda. Trader Murat talked about this one, as well as Apple, as well as MU and CN with a golden cross here. And I can't show you the golden cross just yet. Well, actually on this one I can because I haven't tracked this one, so my chart should be clean. Okay, but I don't have time for that right now. I'm just going to go to Nvda and give you price targets. Now, if you can't find your favorite, oh, there it is. See how if you can't find your favorite toolbars, just hit the star button and then it'll flash and then you can find it easier. 159.34. Okay, resistance. Remember, price will stay in -2 and 2 standard deviations all day long. Outside of that is an outlier and signals to either buy or sell. And then this line turns into a buy signal or a sell signal as well. So here we go. 161.12, 163.04, 164.91-ish. Okay, I'm giving you rough estimates, even if I don't say ish. I'm just being lazy. 157.37, 153.63, 151.76, and finally, don't hold your breath for price to get to this level just yet, 149.84, but that's potential buy area. And here is a gap, a potential pullback for Nvda. If you'd like to get in, even though that seems so expensive from where it's been, but price is all relative. Okay, and looking back, what happened here? Well, we are at resistance and then we tanked. But then you pull back to possibly go up again. And when I last looked at, price was at 154.31, and then before that was 145, and then I thought that was expensive. So we never, oh, wait a minute. Well, this is, it touched here. Oh no, see how I extend that? No, it did not touch. So this gap is still in play, even though I even made this line thick, and it didn't go there. This used to be the middle of the trend. The yellow lines used to be lines from 2024 that I drew out. I color coded it a different color so it'd be easy on my brain to look at it because I'm a lazy trader. We have gaps all the way down here to fill, but that might be long gone. So we have a gap down here also. Okay, where are we on the monthly? Frothy, watch for that. Okay, and then resistance, 166.57. And to the downside, back at the middle of the trend, 136.26, and that will close out these gaps, which is good. And note the bounce here at support. That's one level of support here. We still fell through even at this line and then didn't make it down to this line. Sometimes we never do. And then we have other gaps here. So that is a look on the daily. I just like to look at RSI on the weekly. Okay, we have room to go and look at anytime we get frothy above 70. I use this again as support and resistance. You do you and trade how you like because you have to find your own style. Okay, look at this on the monthly. Oh yeah, we got frothy and look, got slammed down, frothy, slammed down, frothy. Just draw out lines. If you draw out lines, it's just a visual aid for you. Let's just turn that yellow. And the highest, I'm going to point this out, the highest we've gone is here. So if we hit this line, just expect a pullback. We may never get to that line, but just know in the past we did and we started to fall. And the lowest point we got to, and again, I use this as support and resistance right there. That's on the monthly. So you know what time frame you are marking because it's going to be different. See, I move it to the weekly and then it gives you different cues. But at least you know this is on the monthly, and on the daily we fell a little bit more and triggered. See on the monthly there and there and there. And then on the monthly up here. So just do things that make sense to you, not to other people. And I'm going to end it here, but one other thing. So for the week, we're up 2%. For the month, 14, almost 15, 61%, and year to date, 30 whopping percent. The 1 year price target is 173.87. And I think, yeah, I have to show you this. I'll just go to the hour. So 1 year price target in 2024 that I drew out was 160. Okay, I drew this out in 2024 November, just before the new year. And look at that, right on cue. We've already hit that target, and then they revised it. So now, oh, look at this. This was another target that I drew out on. Sometimes I get lazy and I don't mark it. I drew that on February 21st, and that was 175. So then they revised it downward to 173.87. I'm not going to mark it. It's too close. And then let's take a look at the forecast. Was it 600? Oh, no, that's something else I was looking at. Okay, 250 for the high, 173.87. Again, we're at 159 right now. And then the downside, these naysayers to $100. This is based on 66 analysts giving stock ratings. I don't know who these people are, but I don't care. You can probably chime in yourself. I don't know who gets to do that. And if you don't follow the analysts, you look at this on the daily, the weekly, the monthly, and make your own predictions just like I did. I don't need an analyst. I don't need to pay one. I don't need to follow one. I do my own charting. And while it's helpful to look at targets and goals, you don't know the objective, what hedge fund is doing what, and they will slam you down, or whatever ETF fund manager needs to buy something cheaper, whatever. You get the drift. But look at this. On the hour even, look at this. Slam down, support, all the way back up. I need to go through and delete all these things later. All right, that does it for me. That is a look at Soxl, Nvda. I'm going to do MUCIAN, and I have to redo, well, not redo, yeah, I have to do my Gap and Go part 2 because my audio stopped recording for some reason, so I did not finish a couple of tickers. And I have to do a ticker on a buy that I am interested in doing for Monday. It looks pretty juicy. Okay, have a great trading week.